Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, what happened? Chiefs, my goodness, rough Super Bowl on a bunch of different levels. We are peeling back the layers, seeing exactly what we think happened. Let's get it going. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, we are breaking down Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the Chiefs' Super Bowl offensive nightmare. What happened? Now, this video is a small sample size to what will be available over there on the Quarterback School Patreon community this week. We'll break down the entire Super Bowl for the Chiefs offense, but this is a few of what I thought were the most crucial plays from this game, and they're all third downs, and they come, the majority of them, from the first half when it felt like it was a real game and close enough to make a difference. And I think we will see that there were some really unique, great defensive plays, some cool scheme defensively, but there were also some opportunities to make plays down the field, whether it was pass protection, whether it was drops, whether it was maybe timing, execution. We are breaking it down. I think you will enjoy it. Let's get it started. Welcome to the QB School. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the high-powered Chiefs. What happened? We are looking at 6 of what I think were the most meaningful downs. All happen to be third downs in this game. And there were just a number of things that didn't go the Chiefs' way. Now, the first thing, obviously, pointing out what a great plan it was from Tampa Bay, what they did to make life difficult. I'm going to try to stay away from the excuses as far as the personnel up front for the Chiefs, but it's just part of the narrative. First thing for me here is check that shell out. We got a little 3 safety action here. Now, on third down, they ended up only using a handful of different ways to manipulate this. They ended up doing a little bit of 2 on other stuff as well. But right here, this is not a look you see in the league very often. This, to me, has like a Big 12 flavor to it. And even there, it's set deep. You know, this guy looked like they're in the front row of the stands. We get an invert up top here. This, I can tell you, I've never seen it before. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. They didn't run it at some point this year, but I've never seen it before, and it caused me to watch the film a few times. I can only imagine seeing that thing happen at the same time. Now, scheme-wise for the Chiefs here, this is just a variation of smash. And really, there's an opportunity for a big play. What do I mean by that is we end up going, this little quick out right here really draws the eyes. We're going to the middle of the field. We're going what I'm going to call should be more of a flag. And really this angle is probably the most important part of this play for me. So again, Hill on the quick out. We're up to what should be to the flag with someone running to the middle of the field. There it is. And really this corner, in my opinion, has got his eyes a little bit too much on the cheetah, gives up way too much space here. And there's an opportunity here. The opportunity comes when you set this angle to the right landmark, and without being in the room, I can't tell you what it is, but if I had to guess, if you run some variation of out like this, you're almost always going to set this thing deep, flag, not to the corner. You know, it's a little bit more of that mid-tier throw, kind of deep set to the flag, the back pylon, then you can have a lot more space to drop this thing in. Because it looks like there's an opportunity for a play here, and it just doesn't get hooked up. It's just when he rounds that thing at the top of that route, love to see 17 just accelerate towards the flag. I mean, they really got an opportunity for 2-on-1 on that middle field player. You know, just imagine if 17 runs a straight go here. You can see 24 try to play in between, get a little cute, help the flat defender to the out. And they just missed that thing. My goodness. A little fortunate there. Up front to the pass pro, pay attention to all the stunts that they run. First one, they're running a little game to the right. A little ET or twist with the backer in the defensive end. And they were having issues all night with these things. Again, just kind of the Patrick Mahomes tight windows, throws you've seen him make and hook up a lot. Just didn't get it done right there. Again, check the safeties out. We're playing 3 deep, safeties. Now, this was probably my favorite defensive call of the night. Coming off the corner and really, really manipulates Patrick Mahomes and the offensive pass protection unit. Still got a free runner on the quarterback. And when I mean manipulate, look at him pointing to the back. Okay, you got to go over to the right. They're blitzing to the right. Everybody knows they're bringing. You can see the center do a little 5-0 call. Hand out on his left hip. 5-on-5, big on big up front. More information on that. I know a good course. But because he makes the back go to the right, he gets free hit off the left side of the corner. Now, it doesn't matter. The corner doesn't even touch him. He still is able to make that ridiculous throw, hit Hill in the helmet. But this is a great call. Again, this is an exotic look. You're not going to get this look every Sunday, every level of football. Again, this maybe. Probably not that deep, though. This up here versus Kelce here, he's not thinking that this guy's we're going to get off the edge pressure here. Really, they end up bringing 5 the majority of the time. Here, these linebackers, people end up dropping off here, and they only up bringing 5. But we've got 6 protecting. Got a chance for a chip here. We bring the back across, and we get a free runner. But really, it doesn't matter. Again, there was so many moving parts with what they were trying to do scheme-wise here, given this exotic shell too. But at the end of the day, they're just bringing 5, playing 3 deep, 3 under. I mean, it's an exotic way to get there. I love the chip here on the edge pressure. But, where is he supposed to throw the ball? I'm not sure. What would you classify Kelce's route up top? Like a jog, spin out? Not very good. But still, at the end of the day, 3rd and long, hits your best player on the perimeter in the face with a free runner. That type of throw. I mean, just, again, I know people talk about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to even try it for most people, let alone hit the guy in the face. So coming out into the second quarter here, this is a screen up top to the right. This is really just old school West Coast flanker drive, halfback screen right. And really, Watkins just misses a rub here more than anything else. This is straight up 2-man. 45's got 31 man-to-man here. There's an opportunity to pick him or accidentally run into him, depending on what side of the ball you play and coach. But again, hard to tell if it's 2-man right here. Nobody runs with him, right? Not the easiest pre-snap indicators. What do we got? So to me, flanker drive, halfback screen. This screen is usually tethered with a drive or a shallow cross across the field here. Now, depending on what you want to do up here, usually with a basic run off. Now, when the little nuanced details thing, and this is in wide receiver school, but when you come across here, you are looking for work. You would love to be able to get a pick on whoever has the screen back. So right here, if you see somebody eyeballing him, looking at him, you absolutely want to run as hard as you can into that guy's shoulder accidentally and keep going, not make it look like an intentional pick. In addition, furthermore, if you play inside, interior, your eyes need to be on who has the back. Cannot let this person in man coverage, even when it's a lot harder at the line of scrimmage. But if he's up here eyeballing the back, just moving with the back, you got to block that person immediately. The intricacies of the screen game, and they are a great screen team. But right here, you can almost hear Watkins like, and then pure technique-wise from the quarterback here. It's a fine line with these screen things because you want to set the pocket where you are, set the pass rush, not drift back, but you also have to find a lane. And right here, just a lot of pressure. The one time you probably would love to tighten the offensive tackle on our left, their right offensive tackle, to overset and invite that inside rush, as long as the back doesn't get grabbed. But look at the change of direction from the defensive tackles. Boom! I mean, goodness, that looks like a D-line drill. Overload front there. Can't hook it up. Even if he catches it there, it's probably a TFL. So as I mentioned at the beginning, this is a small sample size. to what will be available over on the Quarterback School Patreon community video this week. The entire game for the Chiefs offensively. If you're interested in that, get over there, check it out. I appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I appreciate the support. You can't quite make the commitment to the Patreon community, not ready to subscribe yet. Hit the like, help the channel. I appreciate it. Let's keep the video going. 3rd and 8. Now, this one was tough. Obviously tough. Everybody notices Kelce with the drop. But for me, this was really the shot that could have energized this team. There is an opportunity for a massive play down the field. Tyreek Hill goes full cheetah on the big Dino, and it is there. Now, the thing that will drive you crazy, first, let's look exactly what they're trying to do here, right? So it's 3rd, medium, long. Tyreek Hill down here in the slot. He is going big Dino. What is that? So, again, I don't love the fact that they're using wide receivers for their edge chips, but again, guys are pretty good at offense. They're trying to get a chip here. This, to me, is where the ball's trying to go. This is a massive route. This is actually built off the wasp. So we're coming up into this outside release. We're going to lean like we're going to take the seam, and then we're going to go like we're going to that big wasp corner. So really, it's a post. There's the post move. Corner, post. Good luck. And it actually gets this DB back here. He's in all sorts of trouble. He is getting over the top like they were trying to do all night in the parking lot, over the top, and he actually bites with this corner. This is there. This is a touchdown. Now, what's going to frustrate you even more is when we watch the offensive line and realize they had a shot for this. So first, let's watch the route. There's the lean out. Oh my gosh. Look at the safety. Check the safety out. Oh! See you, Twan. Boop! That's a big time play. You can see his hand up right there on the logo. Mailbox. And now, why didn't he throw it? Because this is where the ball should go. One more time. Full speed. That's a big boy throw. That's a massive throw, but that's a throw that they can make. Now, doesn't take anything away from the drop, rough. But let's watch the chip here. Watch the defensive end on the right, ball on the ground, his hand on the ground. Wide receiver. Get him. Boom. He's on the ground. Okay, we've got the left guard and the left tackle. They are standing over a guy who's on the ground. These two right here. One of them needs to accidentally fall and lay on top of him. The other one needs to have their eyes up right here. Right? This is still just 2-on-2. But they both got their eyes down. And the guy who's on the ground is the guy who ends up taking this play away. This is brutal. I mean, the left guard, have some awareness. Again, probably a combination. Again, this is excuse talk. I get it. This is a combination of not playing together, not quite having a full grasp. But that's the guy who takes the play. Now, again, this is a ridiculous throw from Patrick Mahomes. Guy's grabbing him, flick of the wrist on the guy's face, hits him in the helmet. Again. Now, this is really the play, in my opinion, that kind of turned the tide in this entire game. But there were opportunities for big plays. There really were. Let's do some quick math here now. Suffer through this with me real quick. 96 seconds. Maybe we'll go in 95. They end up getting a field goal. They end up going down and scoring a touchdown. Now, it's 3rd and 6. If you get a first down here, they only have 1 timeout. We have 3 timeouts, we being the offense. We're going to bleed this clock. This thing is going to be down, down, down. In addition, we're probably going to score a touchdown. So now let's go 10 to 14. 10 to 14 versus 6 to 21. I mean, this is it. This is the game. This is the play. This is brutal. This is tough. These games come down to, you never know what the play is going to be, but it's right here. My man Blitzology pointed out that they ran this exact play against the Browns earlier. This is there to Kelce. Now, We take an L at the line of scrimmage. They do a great job beating our tackle inside, run a little game. You could actually make the argument, I thought about this while he was running back there, that it'd be better to just take a sack. Give them less time. I know that they thought they were going to get the ball back, call timeouts, whatever. But what's going on here scheme-wise? They're trying to get a one-on-one down here for Kelce. Let him do what he does. So whether this is an option or they call this route, I can't tell you without being in the system. But when he comes up here, engages this, and then twirls back in here, there's nobody in here. This is a first down, if not a chance for a touchdown. Now, the things to pay attention to, for me, scheme-wise, exactly what they're doing, they end up getting 5 over 3. So once he gets, I can't tell you if it's based on the release. It's usually based on the release. But they were squatting on him all day. So as soon as he's engaged here, we're going all the way back here, I'm guessing. And it might be, I'm going back here no matter what. So here, over, underneath, for this. You know, there's not a lot of place to go with the ball here. You got 3 guys. I think he ends up running kind of like an in, but that's it. I mean, there's 5 over 3. There's nothing there. This is where it has to go. And he wins. And it's big. And it would have changed the game. This one completion, in my opinion, changes the game. Now, there's no way. I mean, look, there's a guy running free right at his face. He's not at the back of his drop. He's got no chance to get in there, but you can see the space for Kelce there. I mean, it's sick. Sick, like sick to your stomach. Brutal. Great defensive play. Great job with the game. Again, watch right tackle just get beat inside. Oversets. Boom. That's a quick step. My goodness. 2-step. Dip his shoulder. Rip through there. Overset by the right tackle. And that's a wrap. And that's legitimately the game at that point. We didn't know it yet. Final one here, 3rd and 13. Later in the game, again, check the 3 safety look from the front row. Check the wide receiver, chipping the defensive end. This is 3rd and forever, right? 3rd and 13. There's no, he's trying to make a play here, throw into space for Hill on that post over the top. Guy makes a nice play, coming back, getting his hand on the ball, tipping it. But, what are you supposed to do here, 3rd and 13? There's nowhere to go with the ball. Again, I personally, this exotic look stuff to me, again, both these guys almost like double invert. But at the end of the day, this is 3 over 3. Like they're bringing 5, 3 over 3. Now they run a nice game up front. But 3 over 3. And at this point, you could feel it, the whole thing sliding away from him. But again, just noticing pass pro wise, the big on bigs up front, and then we get oftentimes the spiker or picker, however you want to use it in your terminology for what's going on when you pressure up front, is the guy who sometimes ricochets into the sack. And he ends up getting called for the hold here. But again, I mean, at the snap of the ball, what's going on? They could play Tampa, they could play 3 cloud, they could play whatever. Who knows what this is? And the best thing to do, honestly, would just be raise up and throw it to Kelce. Like almost like a pseudo hot right there, make him make a tackle. But even there, they're going to tackle. Just tough. 3rd and forever. Brutal. Again, just paying really close attention to the pass pro here. 5 on 5. And you can see the right guard. Put the little hand out. 5 on 5. That just means the bigs are on the bigs right there. But watch the guy over the left guard. He's going to spike into the back of the center. Right there. That ricochet is then going to bounce right into Mahomes. And then that's the hold right there. Not sure if that's a hold. Maybe it is. So again, full speed here. Watch that ricochet. Boom. There it is. Just throw it up for grabs. Dang. Brutal. So that is a wrap. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the Chiefs. I mean, obviously, I think Patrick Mahomes had a pretty gutsy performance. It was by no means perfect. It really wasn't. But all things considered, I thought he tried to do as much as he possibly could, maybe too much in certain situations. I think Bucks did a great job defensively, basically staying over the top, not letting the cheetah get deep, taking that game away from it. But it didn't stop just there. There were some exotic looks from the back end. There were some there were some twists up front that caused and stressed a lot of offensive line responsibilities. All those things coupled together snowballed into a Chiefs nightmare. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. Again, if you want to see the whole thing, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.